Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. Dear students, yesterday we are discussing a lesson of 9th standard English. That is, whatever we do. So let's try to do it today's lesson better or more better. Okay? Okay, yesterday we discussed that the author Clifford Mortis told us we have to improve our actions, improve our words better or more better to our best. And he also told us that success is a journey and it is not a destination. Correct or not? Okay. Success, we should not be satisfied by a small success. We have to improve ourselves. We have to continue our success. So that only he is telling. And he also told us that progress is not a destination, it's also a journey. So progress and success both are the journey and not a success. So that's why we should not feel complacent. We should not be satisfied. We should not stop working. We should not stop put effort. So that's what the author is telling us. And he has given his own life experiences. He told that if somebody got help from others, we usually told them thank you. How he told us how we have to make it better. We can say thank you a lot instead of thanks, only thanks, or we can say that I am very grateful to you, or we have a that you have been a great help and thank you from the bottom of my heart. So like that we can improve we can do better of our actions. So that's what he is telling that. And he also telling us about how we have to express our gratitude. How we have to express our gratitude. And he has given his own experience he got. That once he has got an appointment from an officer of his senior in his Eastwell company. Eastwell company means the company he was working previously. That but he went there a bit of late and he asked sorry for that. But the person who was waiting for him, who was senior for him, told that it is pleasure for him to wait for. So the way, let's see how he has reacted. It is not a easy thing. So that type of attitude we have to cultivate. So these are the things we have discussed in the previous class. ಕಳೆದ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ ಈ ಕ್ಲಿಫರ್ಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಟಿಸ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಡತೆಗಳನ್ನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಉತ್ತಮಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್, ಯಶಸ್ಸು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯಾಣವೇ ಹೊರತು ಅದು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಗುರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯಾಣವೇ ಹೊರತು ಗುರಿಯಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಾವು ಯಾರನ್ನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಾಗ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಇನ್ನೂ ಸುಧಾರಿಸಿ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು, ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ತಮಗೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಹಂಚ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅವರಿಗಿಂತ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಹತ್ರ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ ಅವರು ಸಾರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯುವುದು ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಒಂದು ನಡತೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ರೂಢಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ದ ಲೆಸನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ 4. When we speak about saying or doing things better, a question arises about comparison, because better usually follows than. Wise people say that we should compare ourselves with our own selves. I should compare my performance of last year and see whether I am doing better or not now. One of the ways in which we can do better is by adding words to our actions and also adding actions to our words. Let me tell you about an incident. I was waiting for the lift. The lift came down and I found that two fellows, should not I say persons, or even better gentlemen, started removing packets which were fully occupying the lift. I noticed that they did the job fairly fast, giving me an impression that they did not want to delay me. In a little while, they finished the job and I got into the lift and went to my training center. In the class, I mentioned this incident and asked the trainees to explain how this particular situation could have been rendered better. A couple of trainees did mention that the two gentlemen who were removing the packets could have said just something like, "1 minute sir, we will finish in no time." Nice answer. Don't you agree? It would have made such a difference. But another trainee said, "You could have thought a lending a helping hand to them." You go to a shop and ask for something. Most often, the shopkeeper or the salesperson reaches out to the item you want and hands it over to you. No word, nothing. Suppose he were to say just 2 words, "Yes sir." In most restaurants, the waiters or stewards do say "good morning" or some such thing and then ask for your order. But have you noticed how the waiters behave in most of our restaurants, in spite of the fact that the food and the ambience are quite good? They usually come and stand near you expecting you to place the order. Suppose they say just 2 words, "Yes sir." So, in these paragraphs, the author is going to explain us how a shopkeeper should behave, how a waiter in the hotels have to behave, and how we have to add words to our actions, and how we have to add action to our words. So these are the things that have been discussed here. When we speak about saying or doing things better, a question arises about comparison. When we are speaking about the saying things better, one question arises. What was the question? That the comparison. So when one is as telling it is better, means it has to compare with the others, then only it is called as better. So without comparison, we can't say this is better, this is more better, this is best. So this is the question arises here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಉತ್ತಮ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೋಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬೇರೆಯವರ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಲಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ಉತ್ತಮನೋ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮನೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ will arise because better usually follows than. So better always follows the word than. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Wise people says that we should compare ourselves with our own selves. So we should not compare ourselves with others. We should compare ourselves with our own selves. We should not compare ourselves with others, things, with other doings, with other achievements. It is better to compare ourselves with our own selves. ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಬೇರೆಯವರ ಜೊತೆ ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಯೇ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹೀಗೆ I should compare my performance of last year and see whether I am doing better or not now. So one student, for example, a student who has got a 80% in the previous exam. So what was his achievement this year? We have to compare our achievement of this year with the achievement of last year, with the performance of last year. So this is the way we have to compare. We should not compare with others. We have to compare ourselves with our own selves. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಗತಿಯನ್ನು, ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಗತಿಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಪ್ರಗತಿಯನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ, whether we have improved or not, whether we have performed better or not comparing to last year. ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನ ನೀಡಿದೀವಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೋಲಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. One of the ways in which we can do better is by adding words to our actions and also adding actions to our words. So how we have to doing better, how we have to improve our actions, our words in a better way. So the author has given one idea that if you want to improve your words, improve your actions in a better way, you have to add words to your action and add actions to your words. So this is what we have to do. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಲೇಖಕರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ಬೆಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ, ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾಷೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸೇರಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ he is telling here. How it is? Let me tell you about an incident. So now the author is giving his own life situations or positions or the experiences he is going to share with us. That what we have to say, how it is possible that if suppose some guests have come to, you just imagine that some guest has come to your house and you are sitting on a chair or on that table. What you have to say? Come on, you are sitting and you are telling that come in, like that. It is not the way to welcome guest. You have to stand up and we have to welcome the guest. This is what adding action to our words. isn't it? Okay. Let me tell you about an incident. Now, the author is sharing his experience that he had in his life. That I was waiting for the lift. One day, he was waiting for the lift. He wanted to go for the second floor or third floor of the building. So he was using lift. So he was waiting for that. The lift came down and I found that two fellows, shouldn't I say persons or even better gentlemen, that two fellows, here fellows means friends. F-E-L-L-O-W-S. F-E-L-L-O-W-S. Fellows means here friends. The poet is not ready to tell them as persons or the gentlemen. It is more than that, it is fellows. Down, I found that two fellows started removing packets which were fully occupying the lift. So, the author was waiting for the lift, and when the lift came down, two fellows, two persons, two gentlemen were there in that lift with and the lift was completely occupied by some packets, some boxes, maybe their luggages. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವರು ಲೇಖಕರು ಲಿಫ್ಟಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಗ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಅವ್ರದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಲಗೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಐ ನೋಟಿಸ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ they did the job fairly fast, giving me an impression that they did not want to delay me. So after when the lift came down, the two persons, they hurriedly taking their pockets, they are removing the pockets from the lift very fastly, very fairly fast. They are doing their job very fast by giving the expression of that they did not want to delay me. They did not, the intention of the pupil was not to delay him, was not to make him wait, so that they are giving the expression and they are removing those packets from the lift very fastly. ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರೇನು ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲಿಫ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ್ನ ತುಂಬ ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಭಾವನೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತವಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅವರ ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. In a little while, they finished the job and I got into the lift and went to my training center. So within a few minutes they have completed their work, and the author entered the lift and he went to his training center. Training center, it is a place where the training was given. In the class, I mentioned this incident and asked the trainees to explain how this particular situation could have been rendered better. Here observe a word, trainee, T-R-I-N-E-E. T-R-I-N-E-E. Trainee means one who received the training, one who received the training. Trainer means one who gives the training. One who gives the training. So this is the difference between training means one who receives the training, and trainer means one who gives the training. So here maybe the author is was a trainer. He was giving training to others, so that's why he is a trainer. And when he entered the class, he told this incident to his trainees, and he asked how it has been rendered better. Observe the word render. Render means produce. Render, R-E-N-D-E-R. R-E-N-D-E-R. Render means produce or create. And he asked, ಈ ಒಂದು ಘಟನೆಯನ್ನು ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ, ತಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತಮ್ಮ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡಿತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಆಯಿತು, ಇದನ್ನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. A couple of trainees did mention that the two gentlemen who are removing the packets could have said just something like, 1 minute sir, we will finish it in no time. So a couple of trainees, couple of means two trainees told, they reacted, they shared their opinion that the persons who are removing the packets may tell you that sir, 1 minute sir, we will finish it no time. So sir, we should not make you wait, within a minute we will finish the job, sorry sir, like that they can say. So this is what adding words to our action. What they have did, they have did only their removing packets, they didn't speak any words. If they speak some words, sir, we will finish it within 1 minute, we will finish it, afterwards we can go in the lift, like that they can say, but they didn't say anything. So this is what the author is telling us, that we should add words to our action. We should add words to our action. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬೇಗ ಆ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಸರ್ 1 ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬೇಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದಾಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೈಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಯು ಅಗ್ರಿ? This is yes or no types of questions. There are two types of questions, one WH questions and yes or no types of questions. WH questions are usually started with WH word, and yes or no questions are usually started with helping word or auxiliary verbs or the modal verbs. Okay, so don't you agree it is a good example for yes or no question? It would have made such a difference. Then if they say like that, it will be looks different. ಅವ್ರು ಏನಾದರೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ವಿಭಿನ್ನವಾಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. But another trainee, he shared his opinion. You could have thought of lending a helping hand to him. So here, another trainee told to author, why don't you thought of lending a helping hand to him? You can help them to remove the packets. Why did you thought like that? He is telling that. One trainee told like that. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ. You go to a shop, and again the again he is giving more examples of how we have to add words to our action. You go to a shop and ask for something. Usually we are going to shop to buy something like that. Okay, maybe the milk, banana, like that. like we are going for shop. So how a shopkeeper should behave? The manner of the shopkeeper should be better. How it has been better? You go to shopkeeper and ask something. Most often, the shopkeeper or the salesperson reaches out to the item you want and hands it over to you. No words, nothing. When we are going and asking something in the shop, he didn't tell any words. He just went to the place where the thing was there. Just he bought the thing and he handed over to us. There is no conversation. There is no words. That's what is the mistake is going on. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿದಂಥ ವಸ್ತು ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಆ ವಸ್ತುವನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನು ಕೂಡ ಮಾತಾಡೋಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ he adds some words to that, then it will be better, like that he is telling. Suppose he were to say just two words, yes sir. So being a silent, he can say yes sir. It is better than something is better than nothing. So like that it is telling us. In posh restaurants, the waiters or the stewards do say good morning or some such thing and then ask for my order. In posh restaurants, posh means luxurious. Posh means luxurious restaurants or rich restaurants. If you go to luxurious restaurants, the waiters or the stewards of that hotel, that they will say good morning or something and then they will ask for orders. ನಾವೇನಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆನಂತರ ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ನೋಟಿಸ್ಡ್ ಹೌ ದ ವೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಹೇವ್ ಇನ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ಸ್? In other restaurants, the poet, the author telling us how the waiters behaves. In spite of the fact that the food and the ambience are quite good, they usually come and stand near you are expecting to place your order. Suppose they say just two words, yes sir. But in other restaurants, the waiters, they didn't speak anything. They simply came and stand beside us. And they were waiting for us to order for our order. They didn't say any words. So instead of that, they can say yes sir, sir, what can I do? What can I give for you? Like that, they can communicate. They can say some words. This is what the poet, the author is telling us. We should add words to our actions. ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಕೆಲವು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಟರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಆರ್ಡರ್ನ ನಾವಾಗೇ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಎನಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಆಥರ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಶುಡ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು do better or do best, we have to add words to our action and add action to our words. Okay, let's stop here. In the next class I will continue the lesson. So for today's homework, you have to write the answer for the questions, question number 4, question number 5 and question number 6. Okay, that is I think it is enough for today's class. Okay, thank you very much.